brilliant. I mean, I often felt quite scared of her when she turned on the Jessica Jones. She's quite fierce.
That's right.
But she's not in real life. She sits behind the camera knitting. She does.
Beware the knitters.
Yeah.
They're out there.
But she's got such a presence. She's brilliant.
Now, out of curiosity, if you were to rate some of your more antagonizing roles, which one do you think are like your top three of kind of bad guy pieces?
Do you know what? It's hard to do because they all come from different places, they all have different roles to play. And I always think it's a bit of a joke, but you play sort of villains and you don't play them as villains.
Right.
Because very few villains believe they're villains.
Yeah.
The bad guys don't often acknowledge they're the bad guys. And therefore, I think as an actor, your job is to try and make sense of them, you know. Even people who do the most awful things, you're trying to, again, not approve or condone, but sort of join the dots. How does a normal human being end up being a human being who does terrible things to their fellow human beings? And that's the job of it. So I don't think it would feel somehow wrong, because what are you ranking? Sort of the most terrible thing they've done, but then why did they do it? And you know, you start getting, you have a certain, again, I don't want to, it's a terrible enemy, and fondness is the wrong word, but your job is to have an empathy with the worst of humanity.
So you have the closest to it that kind of makes it a little difficult to kind of view it from that sort of ranking. But if you as David, though, is there a way that you kind of look at your work and go, yeah, no, he was the worst that I've ever.
Well, again, I sort of don't want to minimize it, because it is different if you. I've also played some real life people who've done terrible things, and that again, it's you don't want. Then you're dealing with the sensitivities of the people whose lives they affected as well, and also you're looking at them as real living human beings who have very complicated psychologies, who did some terrible things, and you start looking at that objectively. You might wonder why and what were the circumstances and what happened to them that made them do that. And again, you don't want to. It feels wrong to kind of be too. How would you put it? I think you just want to take that serious and give a certain respect to that, really, without being too flip or judgmental about it.
Make some noise, literally, for this wonderful. Obviously, there are people that are truly impacted. So I love that as an actor, you do take that into consideration and sincerity. To really kind of dig into something even more like serious, who do you think is the more famous Scotsman? You or Scrooge McDuck?
Well, it's an interesting question. Scrooge McDuck clearly has the years. I mean, he's got 900 something years. It's up there. So, you know, he's been around a while and he doesn't seem to be going anywhere. But then he doesn't live a particularly public life.
He does not. So he could have been dead a long time ago. We wouldn't know.
We wouldn't know, actually. We wouldn't know. But I think I sort of feel, having managed to merge my existence with Scrooge's existence, I think it's a sort of perfect Scottish bubble right there. Yeah.
For you doing the voice work of Scrooge on DuckTales, what was that like in terms of bringing this character that has such a rich history to life and making your spin on it something unique?
Oh, it's great. Because it's such a brilliant character.
Absolutely.
Yeah, and to any of those sort of Disney legacy characters, they mean a lot.
Yes, indeed.
You know, and to get to sort of carry that mantle for a while, you think, yeah, come on, I'm Scrooge McDuck.